You had them with you. Yeah, let's do it.
Fixtures are released, people. Breaking news.
Can't wait. Here we go.
We better keep it quiet for ages.
By the way, we're cooked.
We didn't want to know it.
Cooked. Here we are.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's go.
So
Let's
guys,
go.
The first thing I want to ask is, do you think we got a chance of winning the league in the 26-27 season?
What is it? Arteta in, Arteta
Wow.
out? First question. That's
Yeah.
I think that's what you need to
He's got 10 games to save his job. Maybe 5. Wow.
Nasty.
Oh, wow.
Nasty starts.
Wow. Well,
Wow.
Politely, yeah. Fuck this.
That is insane. Let's go.
It is a real joke, really.
Let's go.
It's a joke.
It's
tough start, guys. Tough start. Tougher than anybody else has got.
Wow.
Mind you, there's a few big games coming out, I see, but.
Well, no, but I've just seen Liverpool, City, and United fans all moaning about their start as well. I think United have Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City in their first 5. I think Grizz tweeted about Liverpool having a horrible start as well.
This is going to be this transfer window is just spiced up a little bit more now, as far as I'm concerned. Because
all them people saying we've got 2.5 months left. No, we don't. We've got just under 2 months left.
Well, those players now have got to be on that plane for Singapore.
100%.
They have got to be, because you're going to Man United. Like Man United at this moment in time, no one really knows what they're going to be like. You know what I mean? I'd fancy us to take Man United at any stage of the season, at this moment. But Liverpool away, that is now going to be, for instance, on the back of a couple of poor results to start off with, you're going Liverpool away. I know it sounds silly, but by the time we play Man City, we could be out of it. Out of the title race, you know what I mean? So we've got to be on point to start off with.
I actually think on point. You see how since January I've been saying there's nowhere to hide, right? I think these fixtures, I'm happy with them. I'm excited about them, right? First and foremost, because you play every team twice anyway, right? But I'm looking at the pros in this and I'm saying, all right, we're playing four very difficult games within the first 6. There can't be no excuses of a light squad in those first 6 games. There cannot be no excuses of a light squad. Everyone should be ready and the transfer should be in. And then if there is an issue about a light squad come December or the end of the season, our fixtures are lighter to deal with. So now I'm looking at this fixture list here. I'm saying we can see the bulk of the difficulty is at the start, the first month and a half, 2 months. It's up to us to be ready for that first month and a half, 2 months. There can't be, it's not the same as last year. We're getting the bulk of the difficult fixtures out of the way early on. Be ready for them. Be ready for those fixtures. I've seen this club too many times. Even Mikel came to this club as a player through Man United 8-2 before the transfer window closed, and then we signed 7 players. Don't do that. Don't do that. Make sure the team is ready. Lee's right. Make sure 4 of the 5-6 players we need to bring in are in before Singapore, because that start of the season, no excuses. I mean, it's a difficult start, but if you look at the last couple of years, we should be somewhat confident that we can maneuver our way through it. Year 6, phase 6, all of this stuff, our record against big 6 sides. If that starts unraveling in the first 6 weeks, our record against big 6 sides, and like Lee said, come Man City, we're out of it, then I'm sorry, unacceptable. I don't care about the way the season starts. It's unacceptable.
I tend to agree, Turkish, but I'm just kind of going back to Lee's point about United opening game. We should win that. We should win that game. But let's not forget, let's look at it from their point of view. They've just come off the back of their worst Premier League season ever. They've just lost to Spurs in a Europa League final. The talk for them is going to be on the lines of, he's got 10 games to save his job. He's got to start the season on fire, right? I don't know if first game of the season going away to Man United, who we traditionally don't do well at in the league anyway, on paper, yeah, all right, we've been, second top team for 3 years. They're an absolute mess. I'm not so sure that's going to be a foregone conclusion. And this might sound a bit mad. I wouldn't be mad to get out there with a point. I wouldn't be mad to get out there with a point. Don't lose your first game, because you've got Liverpool in 2 games after that. You could lose that game. Leeds at home, I expect us to win that game. But I think it's about building momentum. So as much as we'll be kind of going to that game saying it's United, they're awful, smoke them, handle business, they're going to be up for it that first game of the season. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if we got out there with a point.
I'd be mad.
Go on.
I'd just be mad, bro. For what? To finishing second 3 years in a row, my manager telling us goosebumps next season. We start with a draw against United, this United team. I'm sorry, that's unacceptable. You need to win the first 6 points going into that first real like tester. In my opinion, you drop points against United, Lee's reality becomes the truth, because we will drop points against either Newcastle or Liverpool. We ain't beating both of them away from home. So if we drop points in 3 of the first 6 games, that's already.
The good thing about going Man United first game of the season is that they've brought in a lot of players. Can they gel quickly enough?
True.
And I don't think that I think it's a good time to play teams like that. You know what I mean? Like Arsenal need 2 or 3. Man United really needs 6, 7, 8 players to start.
That's true.
Competing. So I don't think that's a like. If I'm taking them, I'd rather take Man United home away August than say February, March, when they've got themselves in a little bit of a. That's my opinion on that one. Leeds at home is going to be tough, but you'd expect us to win that one. Liverpool away, you know, that's going to be tough, obviously. Like, you know what I mean? That's going to be a difficult one. Forest at home is going to be hard. Man City at home, you know, you've got to beat, you know, those home games. You've got to win. You got to win.
We had a nasty start last season, but the difference was it really crept into November. I mean, basically, I think by November we'd had Chelsea away, Newcastle away, Tottenham away, City away. You know, you chuck in like Atalanta, Inter, all these kind of games we'd had. And I remember up to November thinking, you know, we're 7 points off and that's not good enough. But also, and actually certain fixtures aged badly, like Bournemouth away at the time, we probably didn't really think a lot of when you look at how good they were last season. We had a really tough first 2-3 months. This is different in that it's more the first 6 games. But I do believe in momentum, and even if you do pick up like a good point at Anfield and a point at Old Trafford and you don't lose, it's like, yeah, but you're not winning. You're not kind of getting used to winning and putting points on the board and kind of, you know, setting pace. And that's what slightly worries me. So, look, I think it's a horrible start.
But to repeat my point, sorry, James, I don't think anybody's going to set pace, because I'm looking at Liverpool start. I'm looking at Newcastle start. I'm looking at City start. I don't think anyone's winning their first 5 games.
Well, so
I think everyone's dropping points.
Here we are.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.